Hey, what's up? This your boy Errol Spence Jr. I know everybody been waiting on the most anticipated fight of the year versus Terence Crawford.
It's game time. Errol Spence.
It's finally happening, July 29th, T-Mobile Arena.
Everybody come out, show support, and watch me fry this fish.
Gonna put on a great show, a great performance. It's gonna be a one-sided ass whooping.
Thanks for tuning in. It's Strap Season, where I document the journey of boxing's top contenders and also the title holders, soldiers on a mission to protect the crown at all costs. It's time. Weeks, months, years on the grind. July 29 is your time to shine on the world stage. Venom and Rage release. Everything up to this point has been a rehearsal. Getting my hands raised with 4 belts as your fans desert you, and my name is chiseled into the wall of greatness. Strap Season, episode 13. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We are days away, and both fighters seem to be in great shape and feeling confident. Spence with the WBC, the WBA, and the IBF belts only needs one more victory to become undisputed at 147. But Terence Crawford is coming to fight. He's not going to give up the WBO title easy. He knows the skills that Errol Spence has and won't be easy to defend. Errol's punch output and jab will be a big problem for Terence Crawford. Coming back from his car crash to fight Danny Garcia, he fought well and got the victory, but versus Ugas, he looked sharper and much more focused. Keep in mind that Spence starts early and Crawford usually doesn't. CompuBox has Spence averaging 34 jabs per round. Versus Ugas, he threw 73 total punches in the first round. Ugas threw 32 total punches in the first round. This high punch output is what broke Yordenis Ugas down, and Spence got the TKO victory in the 10th round. According to CompuBox, Ugas averaged 54 punches per round. The welterweight average punch per round is 56. Errol threw an average of 78 per round. That's 24 more punches than Yordenis Ugas, and 240 more punches over 10 rounds. If Crawford doesn't come out of his comfort zone and be more offensive in the first, second, and third round, he might find himself struggling to stay in the fight because Spence gets stronger each round and never takes his foot off the gas. If Crawford finds himself behind, he may realize that he needs the knockout. This is a problem. If this fight makes it to the championship rounds, he may find himself weaker after being hit with so many body punches and taking so many jabs. Bomac said in the interview, they plan on taking away the jab and backing up Errol. Spence says he's looking to break Crawford down and punish him just like he does everyone else. Spence likes to cut off the ring and employ his relentless body attack. Can Crawford handle it? We'll have to wait and see. Errol says he knows the new Crawford game plan. They're looking to start early and come out really aggressive. So this will be a high-speed battle from the beginning. Fight fans worldwide have been patiently waiting for this showdown. Someone will have 4 belts and they'll own the welterweight division. Crawford really has to use his athleticism and quickness. Be quick with everything. Start quick, counter quick, have quick feet to avoid having the ring cut off, and throwing quick combinations. He's probably going to get the best version of Spence. Spence says it'll be a one-sided ass whooping. Strap season, man down. The big fish is focused. This is the biggest fight in boxing. This is also the biggest year in boxing that we've seen in a while. Speaking of Crawford, against Sean Porter, he lost the first 3 rounds. After 9 rounds, his corner told him he was down on the scorecards. He was able to flip the switch and knock down Sean Porter with a quick counter step back left hook. Then moments later, he dropped Porter again with a right hook. Kenny Porter had seen enough, knowing that it was only a matter of time before Sean got stopped. Crawford is one of the best finishers. He came out in the 10th round looking to hurt Sean Porter. 10th round TKO victory, Terence Crawford. In the early rounds of that fight, Crawford was stepping back to evade the bull rush of Sean Porter. Later, when he warmed up, he was stepping into the rush, cutting Porter short and countering him with hooks to the body. Other times, he would step in, grab Porter, and turn him to the ropes and initiate his offense that way. Crawford is quite well-rounded. He can do it all. This fight is going to be up-tempo, which favors Spence. Crawford is the better counter-puncher, but Spence is the best body puncher. Crawford is a switch hitter with speed and power in both hands, but Spence is the most dominant southpaw in the game, and he has a very aggressive jab which controls the pace in most cases. In a recent interview, Spence stated, Crawford is not durable as him. He says he's going to break him down. He also said his skill set can overpower anything Crawford has to bring to the table. Many former boxers and boxers enthusiasts are picking Crawford. They feel he's much more well-rounded than Spence. They feel like Spence is too basic. They feel like the quick counterpunching and higher ring IQ of Crawford is too much for Spence. Those who favor Spence feel like it's all about the jab and the body punching. That's the key. They call him the eye collector. He broke Kell Brook's eye and he did significant damage to the eye of you guys. No matter how the fight goes, Crawford's eye is in danger, in jeopardy. Spence will target the eye with the jab. If Crawford doesn't hurt Spence early in the fight, I see him being stopped late in the fight. Accumulation of punches. Possible TKO victory for Spence. Versus Crawford, I think he'll be in tip-top shape and even sharper than he was in the Adonis Ugas fight. I think Spence has the better resume. Mikey Garcia, Danny Garcia, Ugas, who beat Crawford twice in the amateurs. We all seen Crawford get rocked by a much smaller Gamboa. But still, Crawford is an underrated power puncher, and he's one of the best finishers in the game. Team Spence has to be ready for those quick, sharp Crawford counter punches. Spence prides himself on durability. At any point in the fight, if Spence feels he can take Crawford's punches, he got him walk him down just like he said, just like he does everybody else. As of today, both fighters are in Vegas. It's almost fight week. Spence was already there. I believe Team Crawford just got off the plane about 7 hours ago. Many are calling this our generation's Hagler vs. Hearns. I see the comparison. Hagler vs. Hearns produced the greatest first round in boxing, but it was no boxing, just fighting, all out aggression. One of these fighters are going to shake up the world. 4 belts, bragging rights, and king of the welterweight division are at stake. We're only days away. It's a great year in boxing. Later in the year, Canelo puts it all on the line versus Jamel Charlo, another undisputed showdown. Canelo bounced back with a victory over John Ryder, but Charlo is a different animal. Big, strong, with a good jab and great stamina. Oscar De La Hoya says this is a dangerous fight for Canelo. He thinks Charlo has a unique skill set. Charlo is moving up 2 weight divisions to face Alvarez. Alvarez has just signed a new deal with the PBC. It's a 3-fight deal, but the fight we all want to see is him versus David Benavidez. And in December is Bomb Squad. The Bronze Bomber Deontay Wilder back in action. It's definitely an action-packed year of boxing. Thanks for watching. Strap Season, Episode 13, The Eye Collector.